Hey everybody, Justin here. Thank you for checking out this video. And in this video, I wanted to share a randomized educational worksheet that we came up with. And we came up with these during the height of COVID times in like 2020 when kids are at home, parents are at home, and you might want to give your child, schoolwork to work on. And a lot of the schools weren't ready for the working from home, schooling from home type stuff. So we came up with some randomized worksheets to keep our child busy and passed the worksheets off to our friends, and they seem to like them. So I just wanted to share these. These are all free, just some Excel files I made. Feel free to edit, share them. I just ask that you keep statistical.com or Justin Smith in there. But if you're on my site, statistical.com, you can go to content and kids activities, and they're all just listed here. And we have some more on the way that we use. I just haven't put them on the site yet. But the one I want to share today is let's see, where did it go? Yes, the fact families. So this is something that just the phrase fact families, sometimes they call them number bonds. Um, Basically working with the relationships between numbers. Now, we didn't learn it when I was in school specifically as fact families or number bonds, but we learned these concepts. So here's a screenshot from the spreadsheet. And so what it'll do, it will create three different problems or fact families. And let's just look at the first one. So it has 19, 10, and 9. And from these, the student is to write two addition problems and two subtraction problems that involve these numbers. So for example, 10 plus 9 is 19. Okay. 9 plus 10 is 19. And for subtraction, 19 minus 10 equals 9, and 19 minus 9 equals 10. So those are the fact families, they call them, or number bonds. So let me open up the spreadsheet, and I'll show you how it works. So first, there's some stuff in these columns. All these spreadsheets will have some like intermediate calculations. But I just want to say that if you do file print, it will just print out this area in the box. In other words, I set that area to be the print area. So yeah, so just this area will print out. So it'll have, the problems, the date, the current date, and a little bit of instruction at the top. That's usually how I made these spreadsheets. The areas in yellow over here, I would call those like the parameters. Those are ones that you can change if you'd like. So for right now, all of these are between, basically, 1 and 10, 1 and 15. I have to think why that says 17. Oh yeah, because so these are the numbers that are between 1 and 10. And of course, when you add them, you can get larger than that. You can get, 17, 20, maximum, whatever. But anyways, so if your child is working with smaller numbers for fact families, like they're just learning, I'd probably keep it between 1 and 10, If your child can work with larger numbers, then yeah, you can change this around to 20. And of course, the numbers that are selected will be a lot larger, right? But let me just back it up to be between, roughly 1 and 10 for these numbers. So yeah, so it'll simply choose a random number between the low and the high. And then if those numbers chosen are the same, then it's kind of a boring fact family because you're going to have some of these equations will be identical. In other words, if this was 1 and this was 1 and this is 2, you're going to have 1 plus 1 equals 2, 1 plus 1 equals 2, 2 minus 1 equals 1, and 2 minus 1 equals 1. There's going to be it's going to be the same equations. So what I did here was I said, okay, if these two are the same, then if that's the case, then just make the other one that number plus 1. So in other words, I made it so these numbers will always be different, so you'll get 4 different equations. And that is pretty much all there is to it. If you press F9, if you know Excel, it'll refresh the random numbers. So it'll of course refresh all these problems. So again, let's look at this one. 8 and 12 were selected, and 20. So you can say 8 plus 12 is 20 for this one. 12 plus 8 is 20 for this one. 20 minus 8 is 12, and 20 minus 12 is 8. So the children that need to work on fact families, number bonds, whatever they're being called, or of course just addition and subtraction, they can use a spreadsheet, use this randomized worksheet, and get some practice there. So that's all I got. Like I said, feel free to edit things if you want to. If you know Excel and you want to make this have 5 problems on it, you can edit those in. If you only want 1 problem, you can take them out. And yeah, just keep the statisticool.com, reference there. And yeah, please like and subscribe and share this with anybody, any child or family that that working on fact families, and I think it could help them out. So that's all I got, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next video. Bye bye.